Danger Dolan. From myths about an empty stomach helping to drop calories to common exercises that are actually useless, we count 15 things you've always believed about exercise that simply aren't true.
Number 15.
Many believe stretching before you begin a workout to be crucial in order to prevent injury and muscle spasms, but the opposite is true. By stretching before a strenuous workout, you're actually destabilizing your muscles and making them more susceptible to injury. Stretching by itself is fine, but not right before a workout session. If you're looking for some other way to prepare for a workout, try warming up with a little treadmill running or biking. That way you're going to get your blood pumping and your body ready for more rigorous exercise.
Number 14.
The myth goes that doing a set of sit-ups or crunches a day will strengthen your abs and make you lose fat. Neither of which is true. A sit-up is a very basic exercise that only puts strain on one tiny part of your body, which means, sure, you're gonna strengthen your abs, but very slowly. And since the rest of your body isn't being used, those abs will be covered in a thick layer of fat because your sit-up exercise is only burning less than 2 calories per session. In order to actually see your flashy abs, you're gonna need to incorporate squats, full body weights, and on your spine toe touches at the very least.
Number 13.
People are always nervous about doing squats. The idea of putting all that pressure on the knees couldn't possibly lead to anything good. But like with all exercise training, you're building up the muscles to be stronger. I was actually diagnosed with some mild osteoarthritis in one of my knees a couple of years ago, but now that I've been doing squats every day, my knees are more than fine. Today, I can crunch a cow's face in with my knee and have it squirt milk from its ear. If you do work out with squats though, make sure you're squatting low to the point where your thighs are parallel to the ground, or even lower than that if you can. Otherwise, the exercise is pointless.
Number 12.
Most would say that spending 15 minutes on the treadmill will help drop the pounds, and while it is true, the reality is you're way better off with interval and weight training. Running and biking are good warm-up exercises, but straining your body on weights pinches and pulls every muscle in your body. Just as sit-ups are inferior to more focused weight training, so too is cardio to weights. That's not to say it's all a waste of time. You're much better off running on the treadmill than nothing at all, but compared to healthy eating and interval weight training, you'll reach your weight goal much slower.
Number 11.
Some people feel that by exercising on an empty stomach, your body will bypass your stomach and instead tap into your fat stores to burn it much quicker from your body. While it is true that if the body is deprived of nutrients that it will use that body fat, working out is different. When your body has an empty stomach, it will instead burn into your muscles, which totally renders a fat loss diet ineffective. And furthermore, the lack of nutrients circulating throughout your body actually leads to a suboptimal workout, since your body is craving one thing and losing another. So there's no point doing this on an empty stomach, just work out even if you're just eating.
Number 10.
For quite a few people, the elusive idea of working out sits atop the vast pedestal at the peak of a distant mountain. To make the trip to a gym, preferably with friends to use all the equipment for a 5-hour mega session. That's certainly what I thought it was like when I was younger, but you should consider this. You don't actually need to go to the gym to work out. You already have most of the equipment you need: a rug, a chair, a wall, and a timer app for your phone. You can get a full body workout at home, and if you do feel like enhancing it with equipment, then feel free to invest in like a $40 weight set. Much less expensive and less of a hassle than visiting that gym every day.
Number 9.
The general consensus with those that aren't interested in bulking up or dropping tons of weight is that, well, if I don't have the time or I can't be bothered to work out hard every day, then there's just no point. But in reality, you don't need to work hard every day. If you can spare 30 minutes or even 10 minutes with minimal downtime, you'll look better, you'll feel better, you'll end up healthier, and you'll live longer too. If you're absolutely strapped for time per day and you actually can't fit in an exercise routine, at the very least, just walk or ride your bike to work, take walks on lunch breaks, lift weights with one hand and brush your teeth with the other. Combine activities and fit in what you can.
Number 8.
And speaking of combining activities, some believe that carrying weights on a treadmill means they are doubling their calorie burn because now they're engaging more parts of the body. And yes, it is true, you'll gain a slight extra burn. It still isn't worth it purely because of the risk of injury, and that's pretty high. With your body moving up and down, you'll find yourself with frequent elbow and shoulder injuries. Now, if you are interested in extra calorie burn, consider bumping up the speed level on your treadmill to something that pushes your body to breaking point.
Number 7.
Many would suggest swimming as a legitimate exercise, and while it does indeed tone your muscles, relieve tension, and even increase lung capacity, you won't find much weight loss here. It's simple if you think about it. We are always fighting against gravity to stand up. But when you take that element away like you do with swimming, then you're not working as hard in your exercise than you would if you were doing it on land. You would have to exercise for many times more hours in the water just to get the same results in a standard workout. If you're more interested in weight loss than swimming because you enjoy it, stick with treadmills and bikes.
Number 6.
Now, there's a lot of confusion when it comes to dieting for an exercise routine. Most think that eating healthier is the way to go. But here's the reality. Your exercise burns a certain number of calories per day. If you're eating tons of vegetables per day and you're not burning that equivalent amount of calories during exercise, you will continue to get fatter. Think of it like this, if you eat 2 meals a day, you'd need to exercise until both meals were burnt off, say 1400 calories. 3 meals, you need to exercise longer, especially if the food was calorie ridden like a Big Mac. You would need to work off upwards of 2200 calories.
Number 5.
There's the old expression, no pain, no gain, and a good deal of people take this to mean they must exercise until they are bleeding internally. At no point should workouts be painful. Sure, you might be sweating, breathing hard, and have maybe burning muscles, but in no way should you keep going when you have sharp pains in your elbow or chest. Pain is your body's way of saying, hey man, stop. You are actually dying right now, and I don't like that.
Number 4.
Now, fruits are essential when it comes to exercise. They are loaded with nutrients, including vitamin C. But strangely enough, fresh fruit aren't so great when you compare it to frozen fruit. By the time they have hit the supermarket shelf, they've probably been sitting around for weeks, and by that point, they have lost most of their nutrients. Whereas those sold at specialist stores and markets are typically fresh and ripe with all kinds of goodness. Frozen fruit is picked and stored at the same time, solidifying all the nutrients until the day you decide to unthaw it.
Number 3.
A lot of people swear by the machines at their gym, perfectly built to work out certain areas of the body and automatically putting your body in the correct position. More often than not, the person working out on the machine only knows the basics of how it works. Put arms here, push forward, repeat. And they don't know that the machine needs to be adjusted to accommodate their weight and height. This results in a subpar workout even though they are putting in as much effort as possible, and it can even lead to serious injury if you're going to use that over a long period of time in the incorrect position.
Number 2.
If someone has back pain, you might find they get prescribed yoga in order to help build up their muscles. And while it is true, especially for lower back pain, that yoga helps build a stronger core and works on the muscles, it entirely depends on the type of pain. If the back problem is something more serious like a ruptured disc, yoga won't help. In fact, it'll have the opposite effect and make the injury worse until you end up in the hospital. So you should always contact your doctor before you start a new exercise routine.
Number 1.
There is a myth known as spot reduction that if you work on one notoriously fat part of your body, say the stomach or the thighs, then you'll be able to reduce the weight in that specific area fast. Well, this is just nonsense. Fat is all over your body. You have a percentage body fat that is all tied together, not a series of separate, unrelated fat zones scattered across your limbs and body parts. If you really want to lose the belly fat, you need to understand that you'll have to lose the fat across every other inch of your body, and that some exercises do this faster than others, such as squats and shoulder presses being infinitely more useful than something like crunches. That's it for this countdown, and have a good one!